see it, but I can feel it everywhere. It's funny how things change in an instant. Doesn't take much thinking, but everyone can feel it in the air. Do you know I'm fading from you? I can't say it, I hate the truth, boy. Underwater, there's no room to breathe in. Getting colder. I'm a fighter, but I've lost the will to. I'm so much smaller. It's funny how things change in an instant. Doesn't take much thinking, but everyone can feel the air. Do you know I'm fading from you? I can't say it, I hate the truth, boy.
Hello everyone, welcome on in. I'm Ben's Royal Band. This is definitely Sunday and this is the Sunday stream. Oh god, how is everyone doing this fine evening? I definitely was running on time and didn't get distracted watching the football. Oh god. yeah, Lumi. Sunday.
No!
Oh look, it's what Lumi usually plays. If you want to go see some quality furry feet
oh my
content,
god!
go follow Lumi.
Successfully added crowd control to brick Elden. I did not!
Oh god. What how many furry feet clips there is? Can't even work. His tits broke again.
If you're scared,
Tits.
if you're scared of the rain, go inside now.
No, you're not. Why are you?
Nah, I can't hold on to it for long. I literally just found out I could do it.
Why
If
are
I
you
hit
not
my
working?
voice in a certain pitch.
Like literally every time I'm having to reconnect Twitch. I haven't got
keep
YouTube
back.
working, so too many requests. Try against later. Yeah. There you go. I'll give you some free ones. Was still recovering from illness too, was tormented. Oh god. So how's everyone, well, how did everyone's weekend go? Oh god. Yeah, I had like a massive headache last night. Well, to be fair, it wasn't like insufferable. It was more the fact that I'm just like, there is no way I'm going to be able to stare at a screen and talk for a couple of hours. Like, it just was not happening. Like, so you could have had me sitting there and I'd just be like, I'm just going to close my eyes for a minute and, yeah, do it. You just talk among yourselves and... Oh, wait, actually threw shorts earlier. Alright. Well then. So. Almost fought someone today because was pissed but ended up getting answers I needed after Sebastian, so much better now. Okay, well, I mean, at least you got the answers in the end. Like, that is the main thing. Okay, shouldn't have taken that much aggro to actually get to that point, but sometimes you've got to throw hands to get what you need. So, oh god, I am so all over the place at the moment. Also, you may notice I'm lagging a little bit. It is because I've got Factorio running in the background because I was like, if I start it up, I need to actually get sorted out because I've got my old PC sitting here and I know that plays Factorio fairly well and going, I could like offload like half the things my computer is doing because although this computer is faster, playing it on that computer, where I know Factorio is very RAM bound, so it has like an extra pretty much 8 gigabytes of RAM because it is not doing it on the streaming PC. The game would probably run a lot smoother. I'll probably run a lot smoother. So, yeah, I need to get that set up. I'm definitely going to get that set up when I do the modded run that I'm going to start at some point because it will definitely be very useful to be able to have that running off. Really need to clean files off. Oh god, I'm always like that. I really need to get things cleaned. That being said, I keep getting distracted. I've been on side projects at the moment. Like my one today is, yay, we've been learning how to do SQL again because I've been working on BemleyBot. Oh god, there is so much I've had to relearn doing this because I mean, it's been ages since I even touched SQL. So basically, what I've spent today doing is completely changing all of this so it's completely hidden. Like, I will not see any SQL once I'm finished this. I have like functions that go, there was a new video, and I have functions that go, you need to post this video. That is all I'm going to see after this point. I am pretty much done with it. I'm so happy with that because like I've never been a fan of doing SQL. Like, it's fine, I've just never been a fan of it. Server query language. Tell me about destruction, so much to do. Oh, seriously. Like, it's just been really bad at the moment too because I keep going between like, okay, I'm doing streams and then I'm doing like shorts and then I'm doing this and then I'm watching the football and then I'm modding for people and then it's literally everything else. That being said, I did have some good fun with this because actually I just need to check that this isn't leaky. You can see I'm using a local IP address. You can see that. Nah, there's nothing in there. Okay, what's basically happening here? It's a shot that I took of this earlier. I was basically stress testing and seeing how often I can do it and the server, because I've got a mini server running on a Raspberry Pi at home, which is where Bemley bot's gonna live and just run 24/7. I was stress testing it to see how often I could query the database and it not die. Well, it turns out, what was this? It was about... Okay, so as long as I don't check there's a new video more than 2,360 times a second, I'm gonna be fine. Which I don't think I'm gonna do. But yeah, that's actually really good. I wasn't sure because the server is running other things like DNS level ad blocking, things like that. But yeah, it's actually quite capable, very capable for what I need. So hopefully that's going to be more than enough for BemleyBot. But less about BemleyBot and more about MeBot. I don't know if you saw the short yesterday, but well, to be fair, I don't know if you saw the short yesterday. The short that happens to be pinned. I was looking at it, and one thing that, like, okay, when I originally designed the model, I knew that I'd base it on me and basically ideal version of myself, and like, so there's a lot of me in it. But it was when I was doing the side by side. It was literally one of the shots in the short, and I was looking and going, you know what? It is actually a hell of a lot more similar than I originally thought. I was just looking at the comparison and went, huh, okay. It was always the idea, but I hadn't realised, because when I'd originally done that and thought about that, it was way back when I was using the other model. Oh, I can't really bring that model up without breaking everything, can I? I could switch to it. Do I even know? No, I don't want to risk it because I know everything's a bit stretched at the moment. Yeah, how stretched are we? We're just at a casual 98% memory. Yeah, not that bad, it's fine. But yeah, I was looking at the comparison between them two pictures and I was just like, huh. I've never really thought about it for the longest time, but I think I did. Yeah, I think I did quite well. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, the model's a model and stuff like that, but then sometimes
You need more head
look like
pats
that
on
and
each
it's like,
head.
Oh. Thank you for that, Pats. The hell is it? I forgot this there. What? Okay. Yippee! Thank you for the 5 stream streak. Oh god. Right. I am gonna say I think today will be a bit short one because I do have things I usually have like put down to do on Mondays. Oh, it scuffed me in a jar. Scuffed me. Do you still work properly? Oh, it does. It is actually like a fully tracked variant, so it should. Actually, do your hotkeys work? Okay, so I press that hotkey, it literally just loses its arms. Okay, so don't press that hotkey. Does that hotkey work? I'm trying to move the model down in OBS. Oh, that hotkey works! Nice, so the hotkeys work. Oh, that's awesome. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Oh god. So yeah, I'm going to hop into Factorio because I don't know how long I'm going to be for today, to be completely honest. Like, I definitely didn't get as much rest as I wanted to, and I've still got tons to do, so we'll see. We will see. And also, I'm a laggy mess at the moment. I need to fix that a bit. Ooh. Any quick fix? I wonder. What's the other dimension on that? Okay, that it kind of sucks a bit, but also kind of okay. It's like, okay, I've reduced the model down to like 720p, so I'm less detailed, but you know, less laggy. Yeah, that might do it. Okay, right. So, where are things at? Because somewhere in here, there was a game. Oh yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I want. The OBS. It was trying to capture volume mixer. It was just like, what? What? Why would the game capture be trying to capture volume mixer? Why would I ever want that? Okay. What were we even doing last time? I don't even remember at this point. We got these rockets sorted. I know we can launch a stupid amount of science from here. Okay, it's not actually a stupid amount of science. We can launch like a lot of science at the same time. That's the main thing. We still only make about, I think it's 1 bell. Yeah, I think it's 1 bell. 14.6 times by 18. Whatever that is. You know what, I'm just going to say 14.5 times 9. Because that's a lot easier to work with. So that would be 29 times 9, which is 290 minus 29 is 261. Yeah, slightly more than these, so I could actually take slightly more of that. Lag, how are you doing this fine day?
I can't watch this too. Oh, yay. Down on the
Oh yeah, looky.
Oh my god,
Oh my god. I literally have no idea what I was doing here. I'm just looking around and going like, I know I made these, but beyond that. Actually, while I'm waffling on, I need to get some ships on the go. Okay, I will do ZZZ. Have I eaten today? What did I eat today? I ate a sausage roll and a pasty. How am I feeling? I'm feeling alright. A little bit tired because I fell asleep last night and it's completely thrown my sleep schedule. So I did get some sleep before stream today, but unfortunately not as much as I was hoping. And then I got distracted watching football, which, to be fair, like, was actually great to do. Okay, it was the earlier match, but Cape Verde versus Spain. Cape Verde coming in, basically the only reason they're in the World Cup is because it was expanded from 36 to 48 teams. But they managed to hold European Championship champions Spain to a draw. Actually, that was insane itself because, alright, the man in the match was their goalkeeper because he kept them in it. He kept everything out of the net, and it was having a laugh at his Instagram account because he started the match with like 40,000 followers. By half time of the match, he was on 300,000. By full time, he was on like 1.5 million. God knows what he's actually on now. Can't believe you call him waking up in the normal time, ruining your sleep schedule. I mean, to be fair, like, I woke up at like 5 AM, so... Hey cutie, there's a small problem. I remember I don't know how to fly a plane. I'm gonna crash into Ireland. Is this gonna be a problem? I mean, depends where, because I actually quite like Ireland. If you crash into the north, it's probably already on fire at the moment, so I'm not sure we'll tell the difference. Hey, Lost! Okay, right. I was launching space platforms. I also want to be down that way. Okay, I'll make sure to crash into the south then. See you soon. Tally-o, chaps. Oh, that's really annoying. I queued all of these, but because I'm on Aquilo, I queued them to be made at Aquilo. I don't make all of the stuff to make a space platform here. In fact, Aquilo is awful to make platforms at. Mainly because you get big rocks in space. I mean, if you can get things up and survive it, it's quite good because you get a lot of space resources pretty damn quick. But actually, I am really looking forward to the version 2.1 patch that they're going to be doing on the game. I've been looking at the Factorio's always done this thing called Factorio Friday Fun, which is a dev blog post that they're just basically talking about random things. Like, they talk about all the things that they went through, like, this is how we managed to optimize this system so much. So if you're actually interested in, like, game development and stuff like that, it's absolutely fascinating to read through. But no, I've been looking at the stuff that they're putting into the newer version, and I'm going to be so happy. My trains are going to get faster. They're going to introduce quality for trains and the train compartments, so they go faster and they can hold more. So my little stupid idea of going 1-1 trains that just fly around pretty damn fast is going to actually be quite good. They're not all flying around at the moment because it's only actually using like half the... It's not even using most... Actually, is it? Yeah, it is using purples currently. So them ones are all going, these ones aren't. They're all just sitting on their arse doing fuck all. We'll do some of this research. I haven't done any of them in a while. Trains activate. To be fair, it will actually wait until it's needed, because there's quite a few signs in the queue. Other than purples, apparently. Purples are the thing that's running out of. Okay, so you are Roland's face. Right. What we need to do then is schedule some stuff to be sent up here, which I think I'm gonna go with cargo bays. That should do it. Actually, rather than doing them all individually, I was going to do the same thing and rotate it on them all, and I'm just like, I don't want to just copy and paste. Reason I'm sending cargo bays up there is each one of these adds a one more port where they can take resources in. There's only 3 input hatches, so every one of these building, in addition to adding storage, adds more. I'm building them out because basically you can't guarantee where it's going to place, so if I force it to do space platform then place them, it's more likely that they'll place, because it will place an end one, but it'll only work if it's connected to the main building, so I kind of need them to place from inside to out. Okay, you do have ones on the way, that's good. As soon as they land, that process will speed up a lot. Let's just go with a lot. But this is the name of the game today. Apologies for the tits. I need to press the hotkey. There we go. Yeah, now it's definitely got some of the yeah, some of the cargo bays on the way. Yeah, this one has 20 on the way. I'll put down some of the other stuff because it doesn't matter as much. As soon as that lands and it creates something. See, this is what I'm saying. Ideally, I wanted to be doing connecting ones, because 3 of them, it got 6, and half of them don't work. Okay, now you're all connected. Now we've got like 23 input hatches. Rather than getting 3 deliveries, the ones that can get 23. Just a little bit better. Okay, you've got some. Okay, all of these will start flying through things now. Are the little trains going now? I mean, there's some, but I want the trains going faster. I want them all. These times I have managed to make this so the trains just go all crazy, which is why there's all these extra lines around here. Because I was having hold-ups. Funnily enough, basically the whole reason for the extra lines is sometimes they will take the line that gets them there the quickest. Sometimes they'll take the line that gets them there slower. Basically it has to do with acceleration and speed. If they go too fast, like if they all went the shortest route going as fast as possible, there would be pile-ups at certain places, but sometimes it's faster for the train to go the slower route so it doesn't have to slow down for another train. Like this one's had to stop and that one's backed up behind it. If there was another route it could have went that it maintained the speed but didn't have to stop, it would take that route. And it ends up being faster overall because it comes out and it's still moving at speed rather than... Okay, now these are starting to get... Ooh, actually. Yeah, foundation's actually the problem. Okay, you have all the foundation. These are lacking a lot. Not enough to fill a rocket. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, these are going to be continually filling up rockets, but... Where do you even go? Oh, right, I did have a manually loading into a rocket. At one point in time, I got rid of that, like, ages ago. You need copper and steel. Can I make this in... No, it has to be in them buildings. Okay. That's completely fine. However... Let's... Here. Yeah, he will do. Because you're near the iron and copper lines. What? Yeah, the game's basically running at half speed at the moment. Like... It's capped at 60 frames UPS, so... This is why I'm looking at running it on the other machine. Why do I want this? You know what? Yeah, around the center. Boom, 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 boom. How fast? Okay, at 7 a second. How much are the other two buildings doing? Honestly, this isn't even that much of an improvement. Wait, I didn't put... I did. What? I thought there would have been a bigger improvement than that. Huh. Guess not. Oh well. Right, if that's the case, I'm gonna do 2 sets of these. Why didn't I just take it straight down? That would have made more sense. Okay, you're going to be a copper line. So are you. You are going to be iron. Do that. Do that. And how are you doing? Oh, I really thought I'd get more out of these buildings with the boost. I suppose these buildings aren't unboosted, but I was expecting more than 7. I suppose it's not too bad because these are just going to build up over time and I don't often need an entire chest of them. It's only because I'm making like so many platforms at once. Okay, so what do I actually want up here? You know what? I might do reset list of things that I want delivered. Oh, so just no rockets. There might just be no rockets available. Yeah. I'm just staring at it just like, but why? Yeah, what I'm thinking is I will have a lot of the things sent up automatically. Now, this is one thing that I'm actually looking forward to with the updates. The default for these filters is apparently going to be request from any planet. Because they are going to add some stuff like transferring between platforms and stuff like that. I cast art distraction. Ooh, 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 ooh. I mean, that's one way of doing it. Oh god, where are we at? Yeah, I was doing a quick spot the difference there and then went, oh. I can't drag that onto there because that is the wrong window. Oh my god. Seriously? Seriously? You're just gonna give me the option? Fine. Fine. I will actually get it. Evil! How are you doing? Okay. If I save that, rather than trying to just drag it across, because it has been a little bitch today and will not let me do that. That is the wrong picture. Hello. that one. Oh god, it did not like importing that.
Did he just...
Oh my god, how big is this? Hi. And thank you for the 75 stream. Okay, now I can rearrange this so I can actually... Oh god, no, not that one, that one. Everything's too big, then too small, and then it's like... You'll say that's right, viewer can. The game's loud. Thank you. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Like, I know it does duck down when I talk, but yeah. I had it turned up a bit because I was in Vocal Club. Unfortunately, when there's in-game sounds, I have to bump the game volume. Okay, now I'm going to go into the other version of this because here's the second version of this where you can actually read the entire thing. The Party A, the owner / master. Party B, the bound pleasure slave. This contract is binding until released by Party A. Co-obligation. Party B surrenders full rights over the body and pleasure to Party A. At all times, Party B must reach a minimum number of times a day. Party A may set, change, or raise this minimum. Jocks! Just want to stop in and say hi, look now. Thank you. I hope you have a great night, Evo. Honestly, for as sus as this is, I absolutely love it. It's like really, really cute. Not gonna lie, I am actually half tempted to make this into like short for tomorrow. I'm always struggling for ideas, and then I'm just like, I just look at this and just, I could do this. What do you say, viewer can? Okay, I might end up using this version of it, but I suppose it isn't any more sus than the one that I did today. Is that your tail wrapping around it? You know, I never even thought about that. It is, isn't it? Yeah, where I was looking at it, like, I basically wasn't looking at the bottom of the screen too much. I'm sure this signing is 100% consensual and without any influence whatsoever. Oh god. Can you stay repinned? Thank you. Oh, that... Like I say, take away all of the context of that, and that is like really cute. I mean, it's also hot as fuck, but it's also really cute. So I had to... Well done, you managed to hit both sides of it. Oh. Hey, what do I need to do? Right, we're working on signs, so I basically need some of everything. You try. Well, you have knocked it out of the park there. That is actually amazing. You know what? I don't know if I can do it justice though, that's the thing. Because I am just like, yeah, okay, I'll make it into a short, and then I'm just like, yeah, but I'm not going to do it very well, and it's going to be... Right. Solar. You can have, like, all of these. Okay, what else are we gonna need? See, I don't need to get quite that many because all these things will just get replaced as I use them. So as long as I don't need to stick down like 300 at once. Okay, I will get more cargo bays just in case. I probably won't need them, well, you never know. Crushers. Surprisingly, don't need that many crushers. I have actually been looking at it and going, I think for the majority of my platforms, yeah, what I've gone here, this setup would actually work for the vast majority of platforms. Just going, right, I'm using the hub as the main storage for this line. There's so many get put onto a line that can get turned into resources. Like, okay, it does have like logic on it to control what gets taken out and what gets put in. But other than that, this actually works pretty damn perfectly. It takes up, like, basically no space. Because what do I get out of this? I mean, only 25 ice, but up to 400 iron ore a second. Yeah, the one stack inserted can't put out that much. So, like, off the side of this, I could have, what? A direct insert into a foundry with 3 legendary stack inserters, and that would be 270 throughput into it. Even assuming the one onto the belt does 90 as well, that's only 360. So I could, which I will actually say it doesn't. I can't remember what the drop rate onto a belt is for them, but it is not 90. 90 is stack to stack. Or chest to chest, I should say. Even assuming that, yeah, I would need 5 doing chest to chest. And ain't doing that. And to be fair, these re-roll enough. That's the thing, I don't even need that many of these because, okay, you can do 6 a second processing. I don't need that much. I need... what? To get 75 iron plates I need 300. I need 75 to get 1,800, so that's like, I don't know, 15? And it makes 400. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I was supposed to be sticking all of the stuff on here, so everything was definitely here, and I would definitely have all the bits I needed. Right, I am doing... Honestly, I am tempted to just laser this bitch. No, I'll do guns because, like, although I probably could get away with lasering it, I think even just having to do all of the stuff, make the guns, is going to be just a lot easier in the long run. Bulk stack we're probably going to need quite a few of. Fast inserters we'll probably need a few of. Belts. We will definitely need some belts. I am deliberately choosing way more than I actually need, so if I do copy and paste any of this, they just have it all there. Okay. Pipes is definitely something that I've forgotten to get. I guess some underground pipes. Stack inserters. We'll need some, but how many? Stack inserts I might actually leave just because of the fact that I don't have that many. I want storage tank. Probably not. Yeah, I can leave off on storage tank. You know what I'm thinking though? Going back to this design, I'm half considering doing like top edge. I'm gonna have belts and put them into the hub. One edge I will do the re-rolling, and another edge I will do turning into the resources. In fact, possibly two of them on one side, like one at the top, one at the bottom, one at the bottom on the other side, and the hubs coming out of the top. Possibly that. I'm just thinking, if I can get rid of all of the basically asteroid logic that's needed for a lot of it, that's gonna work actually pretty damn well, because these here, the only logic here is they're hooked up to the hub and goes, if they're greater than them, then convert it. Okay, this hub doesn't actually have much space in it, and I'm using a lot of the space to do the sorting. It seems to have any storage on this. I just need to ensure that I've got enough space left to port the products in. It might be a good way of doing that, and then I just don't have to worry at all. So, if I did want to do that, actually, what else? I keep getting distracted. What else do I need? I'll take some arithmetic. I will take some deciders. Is there anything? Oh, I said I won't take stack inserters, but I will take some standard stack inserters. Right. I'm just doing some theory here. You only need 2 connecting to the building. If I do these on the outer edges, I could have a joint one go in the middle, 3 along each edge. 3 along each edge is actually overkill. And then 2 stack, 2 stack, 2 stack, 2 stack, 2 stack. Yeah, I think that works quite well actually. Because I can have a full belt of the main thing come out, such as iron. Well, I'm probably going to need copper for this. I can have whatever of copper coming out. I'm probably going to end up redesigning this because I'm going to need more throughput than this for the science anyway. But I've been wanting to do this redesign. I wanted that one. I've been wanting to do this redesign for a while because I quite like the idea of doing this. And it made you legendary. Yeah, I could stick a 4th one on there if I wanted. So actually, yeah, if I leave them over that side, you are going to go there. Ooh, actually, if I wanted to, I could split them into 2. I could move that down by 1. Moving that down by 1 is actually probably the better idea. Okay. Need them anywhere. Yeah, if I move them down by 1, because what I was thinking is this is going to have inserters into here, but it doesn't get in the way of that now. You, I guess, go down there. Yeah, because I can just take that straight over. Yeah, that works out quite well. So you'll have an out, you'll have an in, out and in. You might as well just copy all these. Yeah, so that'll be the, you know what, I might as well set them so you can see what they are. That'll be iron and copper, that'll be gold and sulfur, that'll be ice and calcite. No. That'll be ice and calcite, and this one will be carbon. Reason I'm doing that is I need the calcite with the ores, so I might as well put the calcite with the ores. It makes a hell of a lot more sense than putting it the way around. These ones are gonna do the re-rolling. I am gonna have logic in these because the way I tend to set these up is they'll work until they cap out the secondary component and then they'll switch over to the purely make one recipe. Yeah, because they'll make, like, that one will make a lot more iron, but until I make the copper, I can't. So, I should probably stick down some of these solar panels, shouldn't I? Need to decide how wide I want these. Not that it really matters too much, because I'm just gonna cap out fuel anyway. Okay, yes, it's a bit wasteful, but I don't really care. If I'm completely honest, I just don't care. You know, actually, that's probably gonna be. No, actually, I need access, don't I? Or do I? No, I think I'm gonna need 4 to. Yeah, I think I need the 4 to fully connect. Okay, how many spots do I have in the hub? 2 there. Three there. Actually, 4 there. What do I have? Okay. What? Oh, I didn't set the planet. Okay, so I actually got 9 spaces. 10 spaces. Yeah, everywhere that I've put in a stack inserter here is somewhere that I could actually input into the hub. So 10 spaces is actually quite a lot for that. I am just going to leave them in because it just makes it very apparent. Okay. That's actually not bad at all. You are going to be on the rerolls. Okay. How do I get these ones in? I'm thinking one of each. But I do want to try and keep the power down. Okay, you make 75 seconds. Let's just put it on the base one so I can just have a look, compare. Okay, yeah, that is what I usually have it on. One on the reducing power, one on the them and productivity in the building. Right, so them 2 buildings have power reduction. But all 3 of these need them 2 need. Wait. Okay. That needs to be one away. So I don't want that one getting 2 power reductions. I could, I guess, move that up. And that one up. Wait. There we go. 2 beacons, 2 beacons, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, that does mean them ones are in a bit more precarious spot, because it's very hard to get into them. So maybe I just go, not going to be using them once, but that means I can put that up there. I won't be able to put that all the way across, unfortunately, which is a shame. Yeah, I would love to be able to put that speed right down there and fill the gap, but unfortunately it needs to hit that building. You can have the menu. Hook all of them to the hub. The hub is going to have read contents enabled. You know, I've just had an idea. Why don't I... Wait, I need to activate these. Kind of annoying, but I guess it stops as soon as you've pasted, like, things automatically happening. Until you tell it to actually do it. What do you mean there's only 2,000 available on the planet? Hello? What else? Whoops. Okay, so you know all of these nice buildings are made to make more foundation that I forgot to actually add the inserters for? Is that enough inserters? Seems to be enough. The numbers seem to be going up or not going down at least. There we go. We've over doubled the amount of this we make now. What's that, about 15 a second between the two of them compared to... Okay, not quite. Yeah, it's a little over 8 we had there. Actually, it's more than doubled. I don't know why I'm saying not quite. It's more than doubled, isn't it? Jeez, I can't do maths, you know. Ooh. Right, what do we got here? Enable if it's in space, isn't it? God, I haven't played this in a week and I'm already just like, oh, you do? Does this work? If carbon is greater than metal, and this one's going to be if oxide is greater than carbon. Okay, I could put in some more advanced logic for this, so it's like it only does it if it goes below a certain amount, because this is technically quite wasteful, but yeah, I don't really care. It works well enough. Right, you are going to be calcite. No. Oh wait, no, it's going to be the other one, isn't it? Ooh, I've got to go find things in the menus, which means remembering where they are. Which sucks. I mean, a lot of it is relatively easy to find. Actually, other than a few things, it is pretty much everything new. Beyond that, it is basically memory. You are going to be common. I think 7 inputs is going to be enough. I hope. I'm gonna do not there. Mainly so I can do the joint of these more in the middle and come out from the bottom. Okay, so I know where these are going now, which is good, good. That I'm gonna actually take over there. That allows me to move them a couple of spaces closer. Give a little bit of space. I haven't even planned it where everything's going. I'm already like, well, I could save a little bit of space here, so you know what? Right, that's why I moved that up. Would move that down one. I don't even know why I'm worried about space too much, to be honest. Okay, so that's going to be copper, calcite, iron, and ice. Oh, that is good. That is good. Right. Okay, that's easily going to be enough spaces for what I want with the sorting. Okay. Thrusters. How many thrusters can we thrust? I don't care that you're gonna be mixed at the moment. And I get away with that. And would I want to do it? Do I just do it fairly central? might do it there. But this side, I would want rid of that. Yep. One off the edge. And that's one off the edge. I may not need as much space up here. But what I was thinking is I can have basically the turret, the ammunition side up here, so I can have the foundry come off because I have iron and calcite already up here. Yeah, split you up there. You can split off and come down there. Not that I really need the copper over here, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that's going to be iron ore and calcite, so I have the stuff to make ammo over here. But I'm just going to make this all forward and go from there. Energy. Energy. I'm adding N's into your word, into your name. I can read honest. Anyway, hi. How are you doing today? Also, hi Iris. How are you doing? Oh, sorry, I'm adding N's into words.
I need more head pats on each
hi,
hand.
Ines. How are you doing today, Ines? Oh, God. I swear sometimes. I would love to be able to blame it on, like, oh, it is second language. I am not good. No. It is my only language. I'm just really shit at it.
Oh my god, please stop that. There you go.
I don't even know where I'm putting these, to if I'm completely honest. Just chilling at the moment. Well, that's good. Always nice to have a chill night. Okay, no wonder I was looking at these and going, they don't seem to be working right. I was using the, like, old shitty ones. So, yeah. I know, I guess, like, here? Yeah, actually, I'm probably better off putting it further down on her, so it can grab more around the cup. The fuck is that? Let's try that again. Okay, I'll try actually flipping it this time. That's a little bit better. Good. You can click in the right spot. Yay. Right. What's the... I don't want to do this. Because I need this to constantly move. Actually, one splitter with priority should do it, right? I think that's what you need, all you need to keep it moving. Actually, would that be better running it through? I'm gonna try something different. I'm going to try doing the collectors like this and have them run through. Try and keep the area in the middle open as much as possible for putting the turrets, etc. in. Not there actually matters as much because... Okay, you need to be one further down. Not that actually matters as much. Because I am doing the ore processing elsewhere. But I'm just wondering about this for like other uses. Okay, you are still gonna leave like big junk. It's a solid maybe. Me. Yeah, solid maybe. I could see this working, but I've just had a thought. Okay, I was talking before about like the Factorio stuff, and I'm looking forward to like the update stuff. But one of the things you will be able to do after they put out the new update is you'll be able to put an inserter either side like that and tell one to go on to the top of the belt and one to go on to the bottom of the belt. So that is actually going to open up so many possibilities. Okay, I could do that now if I use like Bob's inserters, which I am not doing, basically because I will tweak the hell out of that. Because you can set an inserter to only do like an 1/8 of a turn between buildings, like say it was north and northeast to get into the building. So it only has to do that little turn rather than 180 degrees. And they are so much quicker. But you end up making the entire thing based around that. And yeah. Okay, I could make these so they only stick out by one. I could put that there. You go. Okay, it'll be. Yeah, the spray's sticking out again. Is a good way of doing this. Okay, you will be top side. Okay, listen, that side will be top side. Yeah, because whenever it's onto a corner, you've just got to take out the other bit and go, right, it's on there. But yeah, they would be on the same sides, pleasant. There's got to be some way of doing this without it particularly sticking out. Ooh. I wonder. I delete all the solar panels. No wonder nothing's working. Something like that. Yeah, get some asteroids. Are you running so slow? Not starve power, are you? Okay, I guess everything's internal batteries were all filling up at once. Block that off, block that off. Aha! There we go. That works. What do you mean the storage is full? Okay, it wasn't even the one that I was working at. It's the one that's full of signs. Okay. We'll just do that so you lose a couple of them. Yes, this works. They will place onto both sides of the belt and it takes up marginally. Oh god. I spend all that time placing the buildings and then the first thing I do is be like, I don't need that placement. It's fine. Ah, of course. I'm literally just talking about it and then I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do it again because I didn't learn the lesson the first time. Oh, I can actually put this one further up now. Nice. Okay, if I've got this right, which I probably not now. Wait. Oops. I did not have it right. Yeah, you need to be running onto the inside of the belt for them ones. Yeah. Actually, get rid of you because get rid of you real quick. I want to know what side you place on. I'm hoping that place is on the top side. So if place on the top side, I can just build it like that. I think it might. It does. Ooh, that's even better, because now I can just have the one sticky out bit. Of course, it's this side that needs to be high enough. Oh well. Yeah, now I can do that. Okay, I guess it is technically a bit risky to be having like everything from the outside. Also, I don't know why I'm super optimizing this. It doesn't actually matter that much. Like, seriously. Really, I'm just gonna go something like that. Okay. Take a couple of them off. In fact. That. Okay. That seems about right. Basically, I don't want them to shoot anything that I can't just collect. Okay, yeah, the middle is like one across from that. I just do that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now I can have. Why don't I just do it this way? That's gonna bug me because no matter how I do that, there's always gonna be the one in the middle. You know what? Okay. We don't have one in the middle. And get rid of them ones. You go there, you go there, you go there. I don't think they need to actually be upgraded actually. Right. How would I work these through? Going to that on that line. Not sure this is gonna exactly work out. No, it's not gonna because of that. But that actually makes this part easier. Now I can just run that one line down and run a different line for that. You only come across by one, so you're going to be underground from there to there. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, I haven't put any logic on these, so it's not exactly great at the minute. They are just dumping whatever onto wherever. Okay, when I move this down, these are going to get filled up like super quick. But luckily, I do have enough. This is one of the reasons I wanted the building materials in advance. Because as soon as I place this down, it is going to start putting rocks into the hub. So if I need to actually bring up anything from the planet, it's going to be a real pain. But if the hubs are already full, it doesn't matter. Does a little bit. It doesn't need anywhere near as much. Yeah. I think this is gonna work. we're gonna have the two lines going around here doing this. Right, I need to yeah, here's a good place for logic. Okay, I could do all of these separate. I mean, do all of these on the same thing. Ooh, you know what? It's just as easy to do them all on the same thing. In fact, why don't I just go steal logic? I've already wrote this logic. See? Ooh, actually, because of the different things in here, I am actually going to do the idea that I said was stupid. Doing them, I can do them all together, but the way to do that is use arithmetic logic, which is looking at, well, basically it's going to be a constant combinator which says some items. I'm going to then apply a number to that item and decide whether or not I want that item to be got or not. The problem with that is there's other items in the hub, and it will just randomly pick one of the item. Well, it's the top so many, 5 I think, items it says filter, which worked great on the other one because there's not that many items. However, there's a lot of items here, so I'm going to do metallic is less than 50. I'll put 1. And then carbon, and then oxide. So yeah, it takes up, well, it's not even that much more space. It takes up 6 space rather than taking up 3 space. But it does mean it's a hell of a lot more simple. More simple? Yeah, it's a lot simpler. Whoops. Oh wait, no, you don't go there, you go there. Yeah, because you're the one who's going into the side. Okay, I still need to put logic on the asteroid collectors, because currently they're just dumping whatever the hell they want. Actually, the asteroid collectors need logic. The inserters need logic. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, seriously, I need to connect them 2 together. It's just out of reach. Okay, I believe, yeah, all of the collectors are now on a circuit. This is what I was talking about. There's a constant combinator for the asteroids. The asteroids take 21 minus the total. Well, minus 21 from the total. And no, it's 21 minus the number. Yeah. If any of these numbers are in positive, that's how many of extra asteroids I need. But I am just gonna steal you and go to science 1. Take you on that. You on that. These ones can go just behind. Oh, I didn't bring constant combinators. Luckily, I did set the logic so they're not putting loads of these in here. Hey, would you look at that? We have a load of resources coming out. not that many, but this is what I was saying about this is kind of wasteful how I've got this set up. Really, these need logic because it should be both options of there is more than this amount of them and reroll. Never! Hi. I never. Hi. How are you doing? Right, where are these supposed to be hooked up to? I can't see the wiring too well on that. I think it just, yeah, the back end hooks up to that, the front end hooks up to that. You want it in the back and the front. So red to red and to green. Just make it very apparent. You great. Yay! I don't know. I am tired. Well, otherwise pretty good. Like, I wasn't here yesterday because I had a bad head and... yeah. I am much better today, but completely took my sleeping schedule. So... hey, it is what it is. It will be back and it will be messed up as ever soon enough. It will. Right, I hope I've hooked these up right. I'm kind of winging it. Okay, so I think, yeah, they're gonna put up to 50 of each of the. Maybe it should be less than 50. 50's like 50 each is like 15 lines. There's only, yeah, there's nowhere near that many lines for it. Okay, let's put these down to like 20 each. That's fine. It still has the rest of the belt for storage. I have got completely sidetracked. The whole idea was I was supposed to be making some science in space, not doing whatever the hell I'm doing here. Might be better off just putting more solar in there. Yeah, you know what? I like it. You can't move down this side, but that's fine. They don't need to be equal. Well, probably move them ones back up. Little annoyance. I prefer when I can make things symmetrical, but without flipping things around. Yeah, I could probably flip this building and make it look more so. But I don't really care that much. I'm just not going to look at it. I am 100% going to get this running on solar only though. Mainly just because I can't bother. You know, I turn off the rocks on the other side and now it's like, hey, you know what? You probably could just have them rocks. You know what? Not gonna be stupid. I'm gonna take these down to the bottom, and then I'm gonna do the making all of the stuff, because I somehow get this feeling that I wouldn't have all of the space to do all of this. Stick the beacons in that are needed. I forgot to make them legendary. No wonder it wasn't building anything. Hey, I don't even need more beacons. Maybe this one needs some energy efficiency, but something like that. Okay, so you are going to be iron. You are going to be iron plates. Both of these productivity. You are going to be making these. Yeah, again, it's like, okay, you could make 1.8k a second. You only need 300 a second. And this building doesn't even take all of the plates it needs. It makes, even. Yeah. 16 second. That is well within the realm of a single stack inserter. Now that's freed up some space, I can stick that in there. Yay! We'll actually cap this out. Ooh. If I put that in, honestly, it's not worth it. I would make some more. Okay, it's actually a decent amount more. I could stick them in though. Then this is way too low. I'm looking at the power requirements and going, is it really worth it? Not particularly. Yeah. Oh, right, yeah, you have all that stuff in as well. Yeah, these are productivity in as well. I was looking and going, why is that one minus 80%? Because these are the buildings I really want to have low power. Yeah, this one, 11.6 megawatts. That's just a little bit of power. Just a tiny little bit. You would go to that spot. If I maybe will. You not quite far enough. Shoot. What I could probably do though is maneuver. Will that work? Minus 30. I'm gonna have to stick an extra one on here, aren't I? Yeah, because I want to keep the productivity in this building, because otherwise I would drop productivity, but getting the most out of the resources is probably the most important. Okay, minus 80, minus 80. The other question is, do I even need anywhere near this much? Probably not. I'm doing all of this under the... I'm going to need more ammo than I'm making. Well, I'm going to need more iron than I'm making. No, this is literally the ammo production. If I put you in there, that's gonna be fine. Dylan! Hi, hi, hi! How are you doing this fine evening? Okay, really you need to go faster, but I don't know if I can make you faster without killing the power. Yeah, the power's... Is 60 enough? Okay, if I slow you down a bit, how much is 60? 17 a second. Okay, I'm gonna go for like the actual extreme. How many of these do you use? And this is the ship that's going at about 3 times the speed cap. Well, the normal speed cap. It just has a load of thrusters in a line. Because it's width that slows you down, but more engines, more speed.
I finally found you.
How are you
Give
doing?
me my fucking wine back. Xi Jinping, yes,
Very
give the
good.
Chinese
Just
back
being
their
told some
ancient wine
crucial
before we take
information
your
about
balls.
building a specific engine for power.
Give me
Ooh.
rum back, ye bloody
Cuddle up with
fairy.
eyes. Second live house watching the QTN TV, mate. Oh, cool. That sounds like fun night.
What's wrong with you, Alpha? Oh my god!
Oh my god. Okay. That's what it is. Yeah, that does actually sound like a really fun night. Okay, what was on? Okay, that's what I was working out. This one's going 3 times the speed that I'm aiming at. How many ammo do you use? 386 a minute. So that's like 60 a second. Okay. So we go on to this one. Okay, so you use like 6... Wait. I'm sorry. I dropped a 0. Or added a 0. Forgot to remove a 0. It was 360 a minute. Yeah, I divided by 6 rather than 60. Yeah, I need 6 a minute. And that's going 3 times the speed cap. If I'm going the speed cap, as 6 a second even, if I'm going the speed cap, I'm going to need like 2. 16 is bigger than 2. So, yeah, I think I'm going to be fine there. Okay. I still might move these up and go the route that I was half planning the other ones. Mainly just because I can move that like right up. Dun, 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 dun. Minus 30, minus 30, minus 80. You don't even need anything in you. And it's weird for me to have a building without modules in it though. You in no way need any of these things in you, but I guess having it go quicker, and I suppose when it does back up, this building will back up some plates and it'll be able to get some out quicker, I guess. I suppose technically it's going to use less power going quicker. There is that, because if it's running quicker, it's not activated as much. So by putting speed modules in it while keeping the power down, I am actually making it use less power. It does actually work that way. It's just it's weird to think about. You're more going for like efficiency by just having the machine not on as much, rather than efficiency by having the power less. Which, yeah, it's kind of a balancing act, because you do slow down the machine. I thought you slowed down the machine if you reduce the power. I know you increase the... and I could have sworn. Was that a... I think that was a mod. Yeah. Okay. So we've got Coleman not there. We've got these building up here. It's mainly ice. Well... oh. Right, I haven't set up recipe switching. That makes sense. I think, yeah, that's going to be a smart play. Although, I don't actually need that. Could just hook up the free ones, and rather than reading the entire belt, just read them free. That's going to be really annoying, because I'm not going to be able to tell which is connected to which. Would possibly do that. Let's connect that one, turn them that way. Oh, like that. Just makes it a little bit more obvious what way is connected to what. Disconnect that wire and connect direct up there. Okay, now I can sort of see what's connected to what, because the idea between these ones is these are going to tell me how much sulfur is on these three belts, and then basically if there's no sulfur, it's going to do the recipe that makes sulfur. If there's sulfur, well, it won't. And the same for these with copper and calcite. They are going to need decider combinators, which I'm going to have to find space for like 2 for every building. Shouldn't actually be too hard. 1 there, 1 there. 1 there, 1 there. Okay, I will turn that backwards so I know that's different. And that one there and that one there. Okay. Hi! Sorry I didn't see you over on YouTube. Apologies, I do get quite behind. I find it so hard concentrating on so many things. I get so distracted. Always nice seeing a Factorio play. It is. Actually, I love going around Factorio streams. I don't talk a lot in them, but it is always fun going around and seeing the different ways people actually come and go about things. It's a different mindset. Oh, actually, it needs 60 a second, or it can take 60 a second. But like I said, you can... you need 250 out of 1.5k, so that is like 1/6. So you need about 10. In fact, you're getting a normal inserter. You can have a stack inserter. There we go. They're going down. That's just enough. I couldn't remember how much a bulk inserter does. I think it does like 75 chest to chest. Oh no. Bulk inserter is 90. Stack inserter legendary is 120. So yeah, that's the way more than enough. Only issue with this design, it does load left to right, but okay. Honestly, I am quite happy with how the front of the ship is shaping up. We've got very good coverage on defences. We've got actually quite good sorting. Mainly because I completely ignored all the sorting and I'm using the hub to do the sorting. Which does mean a hell of a lot more recipe switch. It's not recipe switching, it's filter switching. Don't actually need anywhere near this amount of things at the front. Inserters. It does just mean that whenever they do need a particular one, no matter where it is on them, 8 pieces of belt, which less important at the minute, but at some point it will be. Oh, actually, I never set up any logic for the inserters. Whoops. I should probably do that. Yep, this top corner will be it. And I'm going to need constant combinator. Right, so you are going to be into there. You don't have anything on the network, good. It's not a combinator, I want it arithmetic, because basically if you're doing it on one thing, it's going to be a decider. If you're doing it on multiple things, it's going to be arithmetic. Because what I'm going to do is... Oh, how many belts is there? I'm just going to do an approximate. Actually, 16. Okay, 80. Actually, just do 56 times 2, you silly bint. Okay, so let's do... $100. Yeah, let's say 100. Because it would be like 112. So 100 times 8. Again, I'm going to go with the round down and go with, right, you can have 8 items on each belt, 4 on each side. There's approximately 100 belts, rounding down a bit so we don't go over and have too many. And there's 3 different items. So I'm rounding down again to 750 out of 800, so 250 each. So because I've already got one of them, I am going yeah, the red needs to be connected up to one of the other ones. Hold all belts so it does the entire loop. And you are going to be 251, the one we added from the combinator, plus whatever's on the belt, minus each. Why are you not outputting anything? Wait. Wait. It's supposed to be the other way around, isn't it? Oh, is it? No, it is supposed to be... Yeah, but if it's a low number, I need it to output a high number. Is that saying how many of each of these I need? But now I can go around these inserters and add that to all of them. So each of the collectors will fill about a third of its inventory up with the different types of ore, asteroid even, and then the filters will output onto the belt until the belt is full with about a third. Then it'll try and place about 20 of them at a time into the hub. And that's ignoring all of the re-rolling and stuff like that. So... Do 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 do. No no no. I think we've got stuff all over here. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Why you broke? Why you broke? Ooh. Oh wow. Okay. While I let this get sorted out, I think this is a good opportunity for me to grab some coffee. Maybe stuff going quite some amount. You know how it is? How long is the tracking being dead? I just noticed that. I am not moving like at all. Oh my god, the preview window. I don't even have a mouth. That's why the mouth isn't moving, because I don't have a mouth. Okay, so like the camera died. Seriously though, I wonder how long it's been like that. Oh well, I will fix that when I get back. I coffee. Until then, enjoy some fine art. And I'll see you in a minute. again. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully this is working again. It is. There we go. And you reset everything. Well, you can go because I don't need to see you too much. No, no, no. You don't need to be looking at my own face. Do I actually need much more space? I am going to need a lot more space on this, but I might set up the engines here and then work from there. I'm just going to do the simple stick them out the back. Yes, that is right. Oh. Just gotta hit that the right amount of times, so it unmutes the mic. Ah, the joys of having hotkeys set to the same thing as game stuff. Now, one of these. Yeah, that one will do. I was just looking and going, one of these will have a setup that'll work for this. I will need to shuffle around belts a bit because, you know, they're a bit mixed up to what I would usually use for this. Don't need one of you. Okay, you are the right one. That's fine. You down to there? What's the best place to bring this round? I do want to take that out enough to do that, so I might just bring that around and just run that there. Okay, that's not going to work because I've got the underground going there. Blah 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 blah. Okay, scrap that idea. Maybe just around that way then. You go in there, you go in there. And connect them pipes at the end. Yep, you go to all of them, you go to all of them, you go to the right side, you go to the right side. One of these. Okay. Ice needs to come down the outside. Okay, ice and calcite needs to come down the outside. I do need... iron. Okay. You know what? Seems stupid doing it that way, but I have a plan. I can go in there. Okay, there are the three lines coming off. The other things, you know what, for now I'm just going to do straight across the surface like that. You're going to be the two of them. This one wants to go all the way to the left hand side. This one wants to be right next to it. Yeah, this line goes on both the ends, which is where the iron and needs to go. That gets us some stuff. But that does mean, oh my god, hello. Pippi, hi, thank you so much. What the?
Reached our new
20 gifted. What?
Thank you, everyone.
What did I do to deserve this? Hello? Oh my god, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you. What? I'm not even doing anything. Thank you so much. That has really made my night. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my god. I feel like I should do something now, but I've got nothing to do. Look at that. Look at that. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm kind of a bit worried. Thank you so much. Oh, we got a hype train. Well, level 5 hype train, alright. Oh, apparently we hit the sub goal. I didn't even realise we had a sub goal. Keep forgetting it automatically starts new ones. You know, I'm just looking through and you've got quite a few people with that. I know quite a few of them names. I'm kind of just like, you know, when you're like completely lost for words and just like, yeah, that's me right now. Okay, what? Oh, right. I never set up the logic for this. Ah. Okay, when you do get some frost, can you please go back and stay there? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, you go there. You go to there. And you go to that one and that one. Because if I use green wires, I will actually know. Like, I'll have a clue which ones are different, like which ones are the input, which are the output. You are going to be on set recipe. Right. How much copper is on this line? Oh, what's getting damaged? Times 1. Of course it is, because I don't have defences on the side, because I never needed defence on the side, because it's not supposed to stop moving. Well, it is, but it's only supposed to stop moving it nervous. Oh god, why is the bitrate all over the place? Okay, what are you talking about, Twitch? Drop frames is literally 0. Twitch has got like the bitrate is like red lines, and I'm just like, ooh god, what's happening? It's fine. Like, everything is fine. Bippy, thank you again for the 20 gifted. Level 5 hype train. Let's go! Oh, God. Oh, what? Right, how do I fix this? I've basically just got to get this sorted out. Yeah, how many coppers on these lines? 44. Yeah, that's just off maximum. If I do less than 16, so they both have somewhere to drop to. Yeah, less than 16 would probably work. Yeah. Ooh, what do we get in the hype chest? Nice, emu lord. Okay. I like that we've got the emote. I do not like that the fact that preview window is stuck for the emote is stuck open in OBS. I've just got that giant stuck at the side of my screen now. Can you go, please? Right. Do I use switching? I don't use switching logic on that one. You have switching logic, right? You do. Less than 32, which is actually the one I wanted. I did the top one, so do the bottom one. Do I? Oh, do I hook the machine up too and go include the ones in the machine? Shouldn't be a problem, right? Anyway, they're going to be able to fly through and make so much. No, I should be able to actually, you know, accelerate. I better get the other ones done before they start to cause problem though. Top one. For this. And bottom one is gonna be the same. Okay, get rid of some of the sulfur. Now you can make carbon. Wait. Did I hook these up to the building? Whoops. Okay, now I'll get rid of that, and you only make the carbon. There you go. Yeah, these ones I correctly hooked up. I didn't hook up to the building. They're not supposed to be hooked up to the building. Yeah, you're stopped because you're full. That is good. Actually, it works quite well that they have all the storage of the hub, because the problem that these keeps getting jammed occasionally on my other platforms is when they switch recipes, they have to empty the inventory, which means taking all of the asteroid chunks and putting them out. And if they don't have anywhere to go, but because the hub has like loads of space. Yeah, these are only supposed to have up to 20, but because of the recipe switching, there's an extra 5. Why did you jump? Oh. Oh. Yeah, you're supposed to be able to put all of the types back, not just the type that you get. Are they all equal on 22 now? Yes, they are. This is one time that the recycling will turn off, when they're all on 22. What are you in? Oh, I didn't. Never gave this one a recipe. Yeah, no wonder that one isn't working. Okay, so I'm getting too distracted. Top one. And bottom one. Okay, they should be making all of the things at a reasonable rate now. Now that... God, no wonder it was taking so long, because they weren't re-rolling any of the things because I had it set up incorrectly. What do you mean? Oh, yeah. I was reading that backwards. It wants 246 oxide. I was looking at the belt and going, there's no way there's 240 on there. Also, I really feel like I've miscounted here, because the metallic are jammed at the moment. They won't put any more out. And I'm just like, you should be taking up a third of the belt. You do not seem to be taking up a third of the belt. So my numbers were way off on this. Yeah, 44, 44, 14. Eh, 58. It's not that far off. Okay, now that that's actually going, I can have it just go back and forth between Vulcanus and here. which is great because it does mean that the side of the ship doesn't get damaged. Also, oh shit, I've just realised I haven't actually planned to put ammo at the back of the ship. That's actually kind of a problem. So, how do I deal with that? I could siphon some iron off from whatever else I use iron for, but then I've got to like forge it. Just want to see how far one of these will go. You will go over 2 buildings. Just. I might be best off doing that. There you go, I've got some ammo towards the back of the ship now. I just need to rework the line so I can actually get in there. Oh my god. And the hell? Whoa. Everything seems to be breaking today. That's disconnected, which is like, things are breaking. Okay, these belts are getting jammed. These belts shouldn't get jammed, should they? I'm pretty sure if I do input priority right, output priority right, putting in a splitter like that and try and prioritize going around the belt, I think does actually solve it. I can't remember whether it's the input or the output it needs, but really the belt should never stop moving though, because everything gets put into the hub. If it needs a resource, it is going to try and convert some of it out of the hub, so it really doesn't matter what's on the belt in front of the hub. It is better if it's the type that I actually want, but if it's not, then it'll just get re-rolled. Okay, so these belts are going to be like all... Right, I guess what I could do at this point... Yippee! Gifts of E! Yeah, I guess if I do actually need more things from this, what I could do is bring this belt further down. Like, say, if when I am doing the science part of this, I go, right, I need a lot more iron. I could bring this belt down and I could do one of these converters doing purely the iron ore. Do it down here somewhere. You know what? I should make this slightly less messed up. Move you over there, move you over there. How much are you making? 4,000. That is enough for 13 of these? Yeah, thought it was on 10. Yep. Okay, so I could have a bit more engines and width if I needed to, but I don't really plan on it. Yeah, I could grab bits off the side. I never thought about that. There is a lot of resources that don't get collected. Like here, I would be able to grab some of them. So if I did need iron, I could grab some here. Only grab the metallic. Actually, I would need to grab... Yeah, then I'm looking at needing to do different things as well. Don't know what the best way of doing that would be, because I could grab only the metallic, then I'll be stuck doing normal things, not the liquid metals. Anyway, I need to just have a look at this. Right, I was just going to do bog standard, normal. Oh, I need like fuck all. I was going to do this up to like a belt. Up to a belt. So let's go. Mountain. We need 19 copper. Okay, let's just call it 20. We need 20 copper and we need 20 iron. So, I hate that. It's one of the reasons I don't like doing building on map mode, because if you press escape, rather than going back to like where you were, like if I was building on the character, I would be in the location I want to. So if I go do something else and I want to go back, I just click escape. I wonder if there is a way to set it up, because like I can go to the Spidertron. Okay, that's what I was gonna look at. Okay, turn off set recipe for the second, change recipe onto this one. How quickly? Okay, we made 33 copper a second. So that is about twice the amount we need for 200. Why did I set that recipe? I want to unset recipes. Luckily, it was the recipe that it was actually trying to do. Yeah, I don't actually need much for this, like, at all. I'm just gonna copy them and go 1, 2, 3, 4. And there. Actually, I should copy paste so it takes the modules, that's the word I was looking for. We'll say you can't see this because I've got art over it, but I am ensuring that each of these gets down to minus 30% power. Because why not? You know what? I'm actually going to save this base as a blueprint, because I have the ideas for how I could continue and expand this, such as, like, say, having more collectors down the side to grab these loose bits. I'm going to disable that collecting stuff from the planner for now, because now that I'm all built up, kinda, I just want it going continually. Go fly through space. I'm going to take that one. Science ship base. And do give you a... I wanted to start. There we go. There. I should name some of these, like, I should name more of these so I actually have a clue what they are. Okay, I did need 2 buildings for the copper. Ooh, I've just thought, yeah, you're gonna have a ridiculous number of things on you. Actually, it might have a ridiculous number of beacons on it. However, 2 buildings will still do it. Okay. Hogs I need 120 and plates I need 120. You only make 100, so I'm going to need 2 of them and 2 of them. That's fine. I can just move them ever so slightly. Ooh, this does not quite work, does it? Okay. Change your plans. How many beacons? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. That's good. There, there, and there. Turn them that way. Oh. Why are you connected to 4 beacons? Oh, you're connected to this one. Okay. Hey, you even... Okay, you do need that one. Okay, so that's going to be over 120. That's going to be well over 120. How many other... Right, this could be a bit of a pain. So somewhere I need this. How many of these do I actually need? Not what I meant to put in. I want to do the science parts, and then I want to put in them the productivity modules. Okay, yeah. Stick speed module on that. Okay, 1 speed module, you do 8. I'm wondering if I do half and half. I'm trying to keep the power down because I definitely want these to be solar if at all possible. Okay, so that is 10. Is that really worth it over going the small amount? That takes up a hell of a lot of space, and I could get twice the amount for this, couldn't I? Although it's not going to really matter because I will do them in rows. Think, yeah, that's exactly in the spot where the next one up wouldn't touch it. You would get touched by the next one, so I'm gonna have to stick that there for now, but that's only like 50. I need to get 24 of these. Oh god, yeah, I'm gonna need to take this back a lot further. Kind of figured I would, but I had no idea how much further. You know what, I probably should have planned this better. Let's undo that. And let's go back to the safe planet. Oh well, it should only take not very long at all to get there. To be honest, I don't think it really matters if this ship gets a lot longer. It really doesn't matter because it might go a bit slow, but the whole thing with this ship is it's going to make so much science, it's going to sit there with the science in its inventory, and then it's eventually going to run out of science in orbit. At that point it'll just go, right, take a quick run out. So most of the time it's just going to be sitting there anyway. It's only going to do like a couple of short trips occasionally. By the time it comes back it'll have so much science and everything else. Right, so we'll take that and these, I don't know. Feel like if I just do that, stick that down there, then we'll see where these actually fit in. Actually, that was off by one anyway, so whoops. All of this is off by one. Right, so I want you up to. No, you would connect to it then. So down by one doesn't work, down by two. Okay, so I did have that in the right place. Put Dum, bum, 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 la, bum, bum, bum. Don't just say I need it. Something like it was 24, wasn't it? You know what? Just do it completely going down here. I'm almost there. Yes, there'll be a little bit of space this side that's kind of wasted, but you know what? I'm going to do it to 26. $11.5. Oh, when I had them building in line, they were. Oh. You make 11.5. What's that? Oh, cool. Cool. And that's what that is. And that is what that is. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Okay, so what's that? 11.5 times 26. That is actually significantly more than what I was actually thinking. Okay, that's 299, assuming I have the goods, which I do not, but I can fix that. Yeah, getting more copper out of this wouldn't be the hardest. Okay, 5.77 times 5, what was it? 26. Okay, so that's 150. Yeah, I only need 150, so I basically need one more of these buildings. Okay, one more of these buildings with boosts. Actually, that's not going to be the right place, is it? Because wait. Oh. Whoops. Yeah, I'm going to need to move that. I've just realised I've got next to the line of all these super boosted things. Unfortunately, I can't really have these all super boosted because that takes a ton of power. I already need a lot more power than I have. I mean, these do 450 kilowatts on the slow end, which is around nervous. So it's not that bad, but you know what? I'm gonna get ball rolling with these. Why am I doing it all manually? And at least do that in pairs and copy paste. Oh, shoot. This is going to be slightly more than I was expecting here. Right. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it around this spot. Basically, there was going to be too many to go on one side of the belt, which, let's just say 11 times 13. There can only be 120 on each side of the belt, so it's like 11 times 13 is 143, so plus it's a bit more than that. And for the horse, actually 150 I said. Yeah, it came to 150, so that wouldn't work. Yeah, why are they so much? Is it just because of the other ones? I just need to put more speed modules on these. Okay, fair enough. I'll actually move these slightly then. Just so I can go somewhere outside. Okay. That's minus 17. La. Actually, 93 is way more than enough. What am I quibbling over? Get rid of that one, move them down by 1. You don't currently... Wait. Okay, you need 300 and... Okay, so I can put that in there. Okay, you make enough now, you make enough now, you make enough now. You make 90.3 a second. So... Oh, what's a stack inserter output? Stack inserters, what do you do? Factorio inserters. Seriously, the inserters wiki page is pretty much the only page that I use nowadays. Okay, nuclear. Yes, I could work out nuclear, but Chester Bell. Oh, it's only 80. Okay, so I'm gonna need to use the legendary stack inserters. Although, actually, looking at that, 34 for the normal quality ones. So, the 3 of them would do 100. And I would much prefer, since I have the space, to use 3 of the normal quality ones. You're still going to work fine, even though you're near that, aren't you? Yeah. You're not getting an extra beacon, I don't think, so they're all fine. Actually, I'll push these out to the side so the middle one doesn't get slowed down. And that's the one that doesn't matter if it gets slowed down. Right, what I might do is flip this around. Up there. One further down. Yeah, even though that is slowed right down, it's still 1.2k a second. So technically it's actually going to use more power. Like, it's one of them things because assuming the machine is on 24/7, it's going to use exactly the same amount of power, because the thing is the machine's not going to be on it 100% of the time, so it's actually going to use 30% more power because it's running slower. Right. Go down there with that. Go over there with... Actually, do I want to go like that? Because I could get the ammo out. And getting the ammo out would be really fucking useful. Because if this ship does stuff, it's kind of fucked. Because all of the guns are at the front. Right, if I put a gun... there and there. Okay, there and there gives good coverage. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, because there'll be plenty of space in here, and I just need 2 at the back. Not the most elegant way to get them around there, but it works. Move you up slightly so we've got a little bit more space. You are going to go... nowhere, because I didn't realise that one was jumping over the top. Take that in a little bit tighter now, and do like it tight. Do I need that to be... I do need that line. Okay, I was trying to think, do I actually need that line? I do not need the ice line. The ice is not used for this, so neither is the carbon. So carbon can stay over there. Sulfur I'm not using either, so that can stay. You can jump down there. And get some inserters, get an inserter. I'm glad that works. I never actually checked that. Okay, this one I might need to... Yeah, I'm going to need to put stack inserts on that. Simply for... legendary stack inserters. Simply for the space available. Now, oof, just... Okay, so that's going to be about 200-ish of each. One further. Let's check this out. Okay, that should be all of them. Okay, so that's basically 2 lines of these. It's not actually 2 lines, but it's close enough, okay? It's above 1 line though, which is why I'm running both of these into here, and then they've... Oh, what? 7 stack inserters to take off whatever this is. I don't know how we're going to be doing on power though. Okay, so we need like 40 megawatts. Luckily, we have a load of space. Actually, do the smart thing and do the power first. Not do the power first, do the defenses first. Otherwise, I am going to build absolutely everything, and then I'll be like, oh right, yeah, you remember that turret you were going to fill with ammo? Well, you can't reach it. You're just going to take that down that line, because what I'm thinking is if I take down that line, all of these I could just underground belt, and then this area is prime for solar. You can skip there. I'm going there, and then there I guess. I move that back one. Right, so that should be... Yep, you've got some ammo. Oh. Oh, right. Yeah, I kind of need some in the middle of the shape. Don't like having them sticking out that far and that much at the back, but I don't want to get hit if I have a sudden stop, and that needs to be further down, really. I think there's going to be too low. Yep. So what I might do is put one further in high up. I keep doing that. I only want blues. You can have one down this level towards the middle. Yeah, the ship is slightly too wide to get away with putting a single turret in the middle. Oh, unfortunate. I think them. Yeah, that should do it. I am just like sticking these in. There is a good chance I will move like literally every one of these lines because I'm just like, ooh, well, if I move that there, I'll be able to. Like, if I move that there so it actually connects up, rather than putting the bullets behind the building, it turns out if you put bullets behind the building, they don't actually work. Who would have known? I will do them manually. Beast of. Okay. You could move. You can't move. Ah, I was going to say that might be able to move, but it can't. You don't think this one will? Nah. I could, however, it's some up here. I am just looking for more storage space. Seeing where I can fit. I think that might be about the maximum I can fit in. Well, without redesign stuff, but that's a hell of a lot more storage space than there was. The idea is I want this to have a hell of a lot of sides. I'm actually going to delete that group now and start dumping the stuff back on the planet. When we're going to do and we're gonna see where we're going to. Ooh, I know where I'm going tonight. I never get rid of this person. I'm not ending quite yet, but I was just looking and going, well, it's stream nights. Like, I'm never usually streaming the same days they are, so. Okay, I know what they're doing tonight, so I won't be hanging around long, but. Okay. Use filters. I'm going to set as red, and red signs is less than. I don't have a clue. How many lines is there? Like 18. Okay, so you get 2,000 a line. I think there's at least 50 lines I could put them in. So let's say 100,000. Now we just go. What do you mean out of 120? That feels like. Yeah, the legendary beacons are all up there. That feels like a rough boundary switch. Yeah, this boundary. Oh, is that because of. Oh, God. Do the beacons not work properly? The beacons don't work properly because there's no power. Oh. That's a problem. So basically, because I've got low power situation, the machines are using more power because the beacons reduce the power consumption, and because the beacons aren't working, they're not doing so. And looking at this, I should have done this before I created the new paths, because, yeah. Oh, that's going to be off by 1, so I think what I'll do is you out by 1, use down there, that's the wrong way, you connect down there, use can go to there. Oops. You know how I said I don't need any of this stuff? And then I dump all of the solar panels that I wanted to use down onto the planet. Okay, I gave up. The next one of these I make, I'm just gonna do nuclear. I wanted to see how far I could get with just solar, but now I'm just like, nah. It would have been so much easier just to put nuclear plants on here. Okay, see, electrical network is now requesting like... Okay, I've actually got enough solar now. There we go. Yeah, we're only at like... Okay, occasionally it peaks, but I could get around that with accumulators. It'll be peaking when these buildings turn on, most likely. I am just gonna fill up the rest of the ship with solar. Or a good amount of it. It doesn't actually need anywhere near this. It kind of overkill. But yeah, the power spikes I could definitely get by just putting down some accumulators. So how much is this? Let's just do... Okay, you do 18k a minute when you're actually turned on. Why are you not turned on? You're lacking that because you're lacking copper. Why are you lacking copper? Because the iron's full. I'm not using iron quick enough. Okay. Okay. I've got you. I got you. Actually, calcite's the same. I'm not using ice quick enough. Frick. I can solve that the same way. Luckily, sulfur's not going to be a problem because I don't actually use sulfur. Right, so I am going to want the cider combinator. You go there, you go there. What are you connected up to? You're just connected up to the recipes. Green's just connected up to the recipes. Okay, so I can actually connect. Ooh, I cannot connect them to greens. I was just going to bridge them, but I can't connect them. I can connect them to the inputs of these all. The red connects to there, the red connects to there. Your output not connected. Okay, there's nothing in that network because the only thing that checked on that network is the stuff on that belt, which is 0. Hello. Do I even need that red wire? I don't think I do. Okay. Yes, because I can use the recipe switching as one condition. If that equals 1 and oh, yeah, read contents. If that equals 1 and iron, wait, don't output iron, and iron is greater than 0. This one's going to be the same, except this one's going to be the calcite recipe, advanced oxide processing, and you are going to be checking to make sure that there's not too much ice. So it needs calcite, but there's too much ice, and that's ice that's in the output slot of the machine. The output for these buildings can be linked. Down to there. I'm not actually going to be checking what's on that belt. This is purely for you are going to output iron and you are going to output ice. You are going to connect to one of these, set filter, and you are going to go there and you were going to go there. Okay, so basically right, I need to set that to greater than 10. I wanted to clear the system before I figured out how much I needed to do. Oh my god, you just barreled through it. Okay, that is drastically building up now though. To be fair though, them constantly clearing out like that is actually a problem. I don't think it actually is. No, if I set these back down to 0, keep them machines free. basically all that means it's doing is it's getting rid of the stuff. If that, yeah, like this belt doesn't have anything on it, which means it'll chuck stuff away. As long as there is space for stuff to come out of this machine, it won't be chucking it away. But if I have it set on 0, it will. Why are you jammed? Because there's no asteroids, because I haven't been moving. I should probably put in some storage tanks. 100% do not need storage tanks for the ships. They're useful for doing certain things like monitoring the amount of fuel intake. These are set to maximum. The reason I'm sticking them on here is for stupid times like this where I've been sitting doing all this, just making sure there's a shit ton of fuel being made. So if it wants to waste all the resources on other things, yeah, that is dumping like way too much. What do you pop up to? About 12? What do you pop up to? About 3. Okay, so the ice can be, let's say, over 5. And you're going like, wheel. Yeah, because you're jammed. Even with this amount coming out, that's still jammed. Ice is rarely chucking any out because it's staying relatively unfilled. Oh, you're sitting on 8, so yeah. Hey, you want switch recipes? Lesson 32. You have a recipe. I needed the last 4 to go. Oh, this is the like in between because I can have it set so it just dumps a load. Is that going to really matter though? In the long run, is that really going to matter? Probably. Probably, kinda. In the short term, does that mean that I definitely get all of the copper I need to keep this running? Yes, it does. And the other thing is, eventually these lines do get full and then it'll stop using all of the chucking it all away. The thing is, when the ship's in motion, this should never be a problem because it's always going to be, well, I've only got 4 collectors and they're filling the one belt much faster than I can use. And none of this is particularly optimized. Like, these are continually re-rolling between each other for no reason other than they can. So... how are we doing? Okay. Yeah, like, we're hitting peaks at 25 out of, like, 90. This is the only problem, because I want to go... I can't even tell it to dump that because I've picked up too much oxide. There we go. Trying to go, I want rid of this one item when it's at the bottom of the flickering list. How many red bottles do we have? I Okay, now I will connect the inserters up to the building. Oh, that is actually 100,000. Let's say 150 then. You know, I might actually take the base concept for this, because I actually quite like it, and double the size. Like, I will probably keep basically that section, but just go and double the size over here. Because the front of the shape, basically I could just make as long as possible, because the middle of the ship would just be turrets. The collectors, just I would keep sticking them on and just round the corner a collector. I'm going, if it was double the size of this, yeah, that would give me a hell of a lot more space to work with doing some of the other things, because okay, that's about how much it took for the red signs. Let's just have a look on... No, it's because really the first 4 are the ones I'm looking to particularly do in space. Okay, stone, kind of a pit. Luckily, Vulcanus has a ton of it. Yeah, when compare it here, this was the area for red signs, which, to be honest, isn't too dissimilar. I've used a lot more space up there. Well, a bit more space up there, I will say. It's not a lot more, but it is more. But this one has like a ton more, it uses a ton more power. Plus, I am using solar power on that. So, yeah, I could definitely cut it down if I used nuclear. Actually, greens wouldn't be too difficult either. What do you actually need in terms of materials? Whoa, we would actually need some iron. I mean, that's actually starting to get to the point where the one building mightn't be able to do it. Whoa! I think it would, because that has like 1 speed and 4 efficiency, which doesn't exactly help too much. Like, it doesn't slow down, but it does. The more beacons you have on it, like, dilutes the efficiency. So the 1 speed means less because of it. Okay, this is just going to very consistently go now. Yeah. It ain't a minute. Just permanently. Why was... Woo! I don't know what the... I suppose one of the trains will have went. Yeah, Huh? Oh, right, the science on the planet will be limited by one of the others because I'm doing research productivity. Also, I didn't realise got quite so many levels of research productivity. I'd like filled the queue with them, hadn't I? Just back to chilling on Aquilo. Yeah, 18k, that's... I have no idea. 18k divided by 60... 300 a second. Yeah, I said 300-ish. Possibly squeezed more out, but... The difference is between this and ground bases is I can just copy paste this. I mean, I can copy paste a lot of the ground stuff, but you still got to organise like resources and getting trains and whatever if you want to do any of that. Whereas our format's just like, hey, copy it. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I think that might be a good time to call tonight. I'll just save this because I continually forget. Well, you can say that. Saves. Well, okay, 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Apparently I didn't save it for like 2 weeks. Yes, there will have been auto saves in that time, but... Oh, God. Oh, I probably shouldn't close this, but I'm committed now. I am committed. Okay, right. I hope everyone's had a good time with the catch-up stream tonight. I've had a lot of fun. Right. I haven't got a chance to do schedule today because, you know, I've been trying to get myself all sorted out, but I will be back tomorrow night. Probably playing Subnautica, because I kind of want to continue from where we got to. It was a fun part. Let's just say there was a lot of holes and a lot of fire. So, good time. Good time. Right. For tonight, I think I'm gonna send you on to the one, the only hamster 638. God, I kind of want to raid hamster 638 and then just go to hamster and be like, oh, I raided the wrong one. Oh, God. Right, so I'm gonna send you all over there for the evening. I thank you everyone who's been around tonight. Like, I've really needed this, so it's been great. Thank you so much for the gift subs. Thank you. Just thank you. Also, thank you for the art. Looky, Panda made good art. Looky, lick the art. Lick it. God. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Well, I think that will be it then, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow night. Bye, guys.